playing the guitar since I was 8. I got real serious about it real quick, and back in those days it was a little easier to get gigs, and so even as a young teenager I was playing parties a lot, and by the time I was 16 I was already doing some of my first sessions. There was a big pop group back there called the Mamas and the Papas, and got a chance to work with them when I was about 16, and then later Sergio Mendes and the famous jazz singers Peggy Lee and Lena Horne, and then I started into my studio career and then got my first record contract. Probably my dad introduced me and teachers introduced me to jazz, so Wes Montgomery, Kenny Burrell, Joe Pass, those kinds of players were a big influence. But at the same time in the 60s, you know, this guy named Jimi Hendrix floats by, and Clapton was coming up, Jeff Beck was around, B.B. King, Albert King, Mike Bloomfield. And LA was an incredible period during that time because you could go to jazz clubs, you could go to rock and blues clubs. There was a sort of this big acoustic thing happening. Well, having a team and people promoting you in today's world is unbelievably important. My golden rule is try to understand who you are as a person and who you are as an artist. You got to make sure the manager, the record company, the publicity agent, whoever it is, whoever helping you on your team, has to understand who you are. Because when you usually work with people that don't get you, it ends up bad later. A Japanese fan of mine made a list of all the albums I had played on. It was over 3,000. Because I started as a studio player in the 70s. So in those days it was a lot of Quincy Jones projects, a lot of movie dates, worked on Pink Floyd's The Wall, worked with Streisand, Steely Dan, Sonny Rollins, Herbie Hancock, Dizzy Gillespie. I was always on the Motown sessions when Motown moved out to LA. Worked with Stevie and Smokey Robinson and Four Tops and Aretha Franklin. Somebody just recently sent me some stuff, and he was a guitar player. I said, okay, well, send me your stuff. So he sent me, you know, 3 albums, and then he sent me another CD of 26 songs where half of them weren't finished, and I was so wrong. Send him 2 or 3 songs. That's it, max. And then try to be very succinct and very direct as to what you're looking for. Do you want some feedback on your playing, on your composing? Are you looking for some connections? Even though it's fairly new on the scene, it's a powerful tool. Can help give you the direction and get you connected to the people that you need to know. So Music 180 is doing a good thing. I think that kind of connection and company is going to be the center of about what people are doing today, because record companies are getting weaker, and getting out there, getting gigs as far as shows and stuff is sometimes harder. A company like Music 180 is really helpful in connecting the dots.